Welcome everybody to
The Zoomercast.
Today we're going to talk about our hot dog sandwiches. It's crazy, right? Are they? I mean, think about it.
Yeah,
It's meat in and two pieces of bread. I mean, I don't know. It sounds kind of like a hot dog's a sandwich to me.
because when you think about it, a sandwich is two pieces of bread and some type of meat or ingredient inside. And that's basically what a hot dog is.
I mean, yeah, here, let's look up what the definition of a sandwich is. An item of food consisting of two pieces of bread with meat, cheese, or other filling between them, eaten as a light meal.
That is a hot dog.
That's meaning that based off of that definition, a hot dog is a type of sandwich.
But that's just on the top of the water. Let's dig deeper.
And how are we gonna do that?
Let's head over to hotdog.com.
Hotdog.com?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder where that's gonna take us.
Look, it might be good, okay?
Yeah, it doesn't exist.
Okay, well,
So how are we gonna dig deeper into this question, huh?
we can go to
What are hot dogs made out
We
of?
can go to like Yahoo questions, you know?
Well, let's see what hot dogs are made out of and see if that changes our answer, right?
Yeah.
So traditional hot dogs are made from a mix of pork, beef, and chicken. The cuts they start with are called trimmings, pieces of meat left over from cutting steaks or whatever. So, I mean, it's meat, but it's also like the bad bits, like cartilage and like the gross pieces.
In the bum, you know.
Yeah, maybe. I don't think so.
Jesse, don't say my name. Oh, I just said your name.
Yeah, don't say my name. You'll have to
Don't
bleep.
say my name.
Just bleep that out when you edit this, okay?
Okay,
So I don't know. It's made out of meat. This is pretty easy answer question to answer. Let's look it up. Is a hot dog a sandwich? And let's see what other people think.
yeah, because there's probably a lot of Karens on here, like always.
Yeah. Here, let's go to hotdog.org. Yeah. Let's see. National Hot Dog and Sausage Council announces official policy on hot dog as sandwich controversy.
Really?
Yeah, so... Okay, so here's a dozen reasons why the terms hot dog and sandwich are not interchangeable. So one, if you were watching a great athlete showing off during a game, you don't call him a sandwich.
No, you don't.
Does ESPN broadcast sandwich eating contests? Imagine being at the ballpark with the organ playing, the crowd cheering, and a vendor walking through the stand saying, "Sandwich, get your sandwich here." Dirty Harry would not have sounded nearly as ominous if he said never ever put mayo on a sandwich. But when he said never ever put ketchup on a hot dog, people sat up and listened.
Really?
Yeah.
That's quite interesting.
Marlene Dietrich, is that how you pronounce it?
Some lady.
Didn't say that champagne and sandwiches were her favorite foods. It was champagne and hot dogs she loved. Notice how she didn't say it was a sandwich? Yeah. You wouldn't get arrested for putting ketchup on a sandwich in Chicago.
Really?
It's crazy, yeah. There are never any myths or mystiques about what's in a sandwich. True.
Chicago.
No one ever sang about wishing they were a sandwich. I mean, that's true. I haven't heard any songs about anybody wishing they were a sandwich. Have you?
We could make one. I mean,
Maybe. Okay, yeah. You don't go to the ballpark and see racing sandwiches. That's true. Babe Ruth wasn't sent to the hospital and rumored to be dead because he ate too many sandwiches. Yeah, there was never an organized campaign for a sandwich emoji.
So Babe Ruth died because he had too many hot dogs?
I guess. If you won the lottery, would you say sandwich? No, you'd say hot dog. So those are just some reasons why why hot dogs are definitely not sandwiches. But it seems there's a lot of controversy about this because if you just look at the definitions, a hot dog is a sandwich.
Two pieces of bread with some
some type of filling in between, usually
like
meat.
chili dogs, you put cheese on those, and
Yeah. They are sandwiches. If you're looking at this just straight on, what are the facts? Is it or not? They are sandwiches. So, that's the short answer. But the long answer, it seems like there's a lot of people who don't agree with this statement. It seems like there's a lot of other reasons. And honestly, the reasons are valid. They make sense. A lot of other people give good reasons as to why it's not a sandwich. But at the same time, based off of the definition, it is a sandwich. So it kind of just depends,
Well, if you're in Chicago or if you're anywhere else,
Yeah, don't go. Here's the thing. It's the sort of thing where, it's wrong, but you do it anyways. You don't go around saying, hey, can I get a sandwich? The hot dog sandwich? Yeah. No, you don't tell other people that hot dogs are sandwiches. Just accept that hot dogs are hot dogs and leave sandwiches out of it. Yes, it's technically correct to call a hot dog a sandwich, but don't. Anyways, next topic. What would you like to talk about?
Well, I've seen a video about 3 Karens at Sears. I believe Penguins Zero did a video about
Critical?
that topic.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or Charlie, whatever you want to call him. Man goes by many names.
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. Well, let's see what happens when you look up Karen. Let's see, Karen, a member of an indigenous people of eastern Burma and western Thailand.
Yep.
Yeah. Or the language of the Karen, probably Sino-Tibetan, something. It comes from the Arkanese word Karang, and eventually has evolved to become Karen. Let's see how this is pronounced. I think this is the wrong Karen, guys.
I'll look up Karen manager. That's
Karan.
probably gonna pop up more things,
Karen manager. So let's see some of these, right? Let's see. So when an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, let me speak to the manager. So it's a Karen asking another Karen to speak to the manager, but she says, I am the manager. A Karen is talking to a manager Karen. That's a paradox. It's an end game situation that would destroy everything. Something like that just isn't possible. The space-time fabric of the universe would just implode. It's pretty crazy. So, let's see. This is some reasons why Karen tips 10% and also wants to speak to the manager. Karen couldn't get a booth. There wasn't a high chair available for Karen.
Oh, yeah.
Karen's server smiled at her soon-to-be ex-husband. Oh, yeah. The server makes the prices, and they are too high for Karen.
I mean, they are, though.
They are. Or Karen's coupon was expired.
She got to go around.
Yeah. So imagine if, Karen was walking into a store, right? And wanted to talk to the manager, and the manager said, get out. What is Karen gonna do?
The whole universe would explode if somebody said that to a Karen.
Well, you see, Karen doesn't give up. So she's just gonna come back and, keep fighting.
Yeah. Definitely.
And Karen's, what is a Karen specifically? What defines a Karen?
It's kind of like a nosy.
Yeah, well, first off, let's start with the basics. I mean, what does a Karen look like? Well, Karens, they always have that, the blonde hair kind of cut to, shoulder, or just above shoulder, kind of like neck length.
With, the side
Yeah. And it's side swipe, usually to the right side of their face. That's usually what they look like. And, you can always tell it's a Karen. Karens frequently also wear those, big sunglasses.
With the sparkles on them.
Yeah. Sometimes they wear those, that kind of, the earrings, usually little squiggles or circles, something like that. But yeah, it's pretty obvious that when you see that haircut, though, that haircut really tells it.
Well, she
really gives it away.
She always has her little angel by her side, though. Can't forget that.
Yeah. And some of the actions Karens typically partake in is complaining to the manager, driving her kids to soccer, some things like that. But yeah, I think that really sums up exactly what a Karen is. But also, the problem is that there are Karens who are not named Karen, and there are people who are not Karens that are named Karen. It's a big jumble. It's a huge mess. I mean, how are you supposed to tell if someone's a Karen or not? Because, say you go up and you see someone that looks just like a Karen. They act just like a Karen, but their name isn't Karen. What do you do?
Well, the thing is, if you mistake her for not being a Karen and she looks like a Karen, then she actually is a stereotypical Karen, you're in a deep situation.
Yeah, it's a big toss-up. But so that's why you got to really look at what that person is doing. Do they act like a Karen? Do they look like a Karen? If both of those are true, it doesn't matter really what their name is. Most likely they're a Karen. But if they're not, if it's the opposite, if they don't have that haircut or they act in a different way, then you don't know. But you just have to base off of whether they're a Karen, usually based off of their personality. You can't really take names into consideration. You can't be like, oh, your name is Karen? You must do this. No. You have to look at what they do, and then the name isn't really involved. A Karen is not simply, someone with the name Karen. It's a personification of the actions of someone who named Karen would do. Yeah, so you can't look at a Karen and say, you're a Karen. You have to, look at that person's actions, and then you can say whether they're a Karen.
You have to look at the big picture.
Yeah. You can't sit there and look at the tiny details of their name. You have to look at that person as a whole to determine if they're really a Karen or not.
Yeah.
So there's some tips for you guys if you ever, have to interact with some Karens.
Yeah.
So, what's next?
What about Kim Jong-un?
Yeah, Kim Jong-un. So, apparently, he underwent surgery to have, heart surgery. I'm not sure if it was a heart transplant or what it was exactly. I don't know what the details of the surgery was, really. But apparently, it didn't go so well. He wasn't doing very good after the surgery. And you might have saw the massive controversy, or not controversy, but just the huge discussion online about it. It was a big thing. Apparently, there is reports that he's good, but can we really trust, news from North Korea? Can we?
No, we definitely cannot.
See, that's the problem. We still don't really know if he's alive or not.
Because, all these news stations are saying that he's dead, but there is also a photo released of him cutting a ribbon recently.
Yeah, so it's a really strange toss-up. Nobody really knows. There's rumors of him being dead. There's rumors of him being okay. There's supposed photo evidence, but you have to look at the bigger picture. We have deepfakes now. It's really easy to recreate photos that look super realistic, but it's not him. So it's honestly hard to say whether he's alive or not.
Yeah, it really is.
And now there's all these debates going on because apparently people think that he was replaced, that he actually died a while ago and was replaced with a new leader that looks identical. Because if you look at it though, if you look at the two pictures of him, put it up on screen, right?
Yeah.
So you guys can see the two pictures, right? The two differences. So you can see he looks a little different. You can see on the right side, right?
He looks slightly older.
Yeah. Well, first off, look at the teeth. The teeth are different. On the left, the two front teeth, they're squared off, right? They're normal.
Yeah.
And then on the right, you can see they're a little crooked, a little jagged. It's different teeth. If you look at the top on his cheek on the right side, you can see he has a mark there. It's a little bit noticeable in the left picture, but not nearly as much. You can see his face overall looks a little more rounded. It looks a little suspicious. And then also, if you look at this other picture here, right? On the left, you can see he has detached earlobes, and on the right, he has attached earlobes. And his face looks a little different too. It's just, it seems a little suspicious.
Yeah.
If you look at this one here, you can see the right side, he looks a little younger. He just looks a little different. Just the two pictures here, they're just a slight bit different. And if you look at the top right of his forehead on the left, you can see he has a little scar. It's just, seems pretty suspicious, guys. I'm not saying that he was replaced, but I don't know, guys.
Well, you never really know with so secret, like, when places are such, like, secretive about their information, you never really know what could be going on behind the curtain.
Yeah, we don't know. I mean, it's not like they would publicly announce something like that, like, oh, the original leader dies, let's just replace him. They wouldn't say that.
No.
Because they know. They know that,
They know that
people would freak out about that. They know.
Everybody's gonna overreact about them dying.
And some people here say he lost weight and he got his teeth fixed. It's possible. He is incredibly rich, most likely. I mean, he's the leader of a country. He could have easily gotten surgeries to fix those things, maybe change his earlobes for some reason, who knows? Maybe fix his scars. He might have gotten plastic surgery. It's totally possible.
Yeah.
Which would explain everything. But at the same time, maybe that's what they're using to hide the true evidence. Maybe they're trying to say, oh, he got this done and this, to try to make it seem like it's this normal explanation, but in reality, he was actually replaced. I'm not saying anything. We're not taking any stance on this. We're not saying he was or wasn't replaced, but we're giving you the information we see, and we're leaving the choice up to you. Do you guys think that he was actually replaced, or if this was all real? Tell us in the comments. We would be pretty interested in knowing. Well, let's go over one more topic for today. So, anything else?
I've been doing a lot of the topics lately. I wanna give you a chance to,
Yeah.
something. So, what do you think?
Well, that's a difficult one. How about, I don't know.
About, Call Me Carson.
Yes, Call Me Carson. So there's been some controversy surrounding Call Me Carson recently.
Yes.
So, as many people knew, he was dating another YouTuber / streamer. I think she usually streams, but Caterino, something. How do you, whatever you pronounce it somehow. But yeah. And apparently, all of a sudden, it came out that she was also in a relationship with one of Carson's good friends, Fitz.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's pretty spicy. But and then after those two came out about it, explaining the situation, apparently, Caterino has 15 boyfriends. 15 boyfriends. Count them.
Jeez.
15. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. 15 more people or 15 in total, I suppose, came out about it and said that, yeah, I was also dating Caterino. It's this big ordeal. So everybody's hating on her, and for good reason, Carson's a cool dude. Fitz is a cool dude too, and Caterino's over here, destroying him, trying to, causing problems. So Carson made a post about it, talked about the whole scenario, and he got tons of support. And likewise, or let's say on the contrary, Caterino published a video about the whole thing, and it's got quite a few dislikes. People didn't really take well to it. So it has 2.3 million views and 469,000 dislikes in comparison to 14,000 likes. That is a huge percentage of viewers disliking the video. That's pretty crazy. So yeah, that's mainly the scenario. It looks like Carson has come back. He said that he was taking a break indefinitely, and about 1 month later, he comes back.
Yeah.
So yeah,
He could have possibly gotten coronavirus.
I doubt that. But apparently, guys, the 8-ball meme is dead.
Really?
So, just looking through Carson's Twitter here. Apparently, he met Barack Obama.
Yes,
Pull up this photo. Show the viewers the photo. Look at this photo. It's clearly he's right next to Barack Obama.
Yes,
And
clearly.
He kissed him on the mouth. It's
Whoa.
insane. Yeah.
Spicy.
It's crazy. It's crazy. But yeah, he's putting out more streams now. It's pretty cool. He's back. He's doing well.
Yeah.
Now, here's a recent tweet. He says, "If you like women, you're a simp. Sorry, losers." And you know, he's not wrong.
Yes.
He's not wrong. That's a true statement, factual statement. So, yeah. Carson over here, he's spitting straight facts. So,
He be spitting straight.
he is spitting straight facts. Well, anyways, guys, that's going to be all for today for this podcast. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If this video gets over 100 views, we will be back for episode 2. Insane, right?
Yes, and if we
Same
do
goal.
100 views, next topic will be boomers.
Yeah, the extremely dead meat. Boomers.
Yes.
That's what we'll talk about, guys. So, smack that like button, subscribe, ring that bell. You really, I know you guys want to see more of this. So make sure to share it to your friends so we can get those views. We get over 100 views. Boom. We're coming out with episode 2. All right?
And make sure to enter our free gift card giveaway. All you have to do is go to the link in the description.
But the link doesn't exist. So
Go to the link in the description to enter our free gift card giveaway, guys. I'm giving away a free $1,000 Amazon gift card straight to you guys for free.
just gotta put a little disclaimer here. This is actually gonna happen.
Oh, great. That's all for
Anyways,
the video,
yeah,
guys.
that's all for the video, guys. Make sure to like. Make sure to get plenty of people in here to view the video.
And share it to all your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it should be
Make
all
sure to
good.
click the link in the description to enter our free
Yep.
gift card giveaway.
There's no gift card giveaway.
Shut up.
Okay, guys.
Okay, guys.
That was a good one. See you guys later.
See you guys later.
Zoomercast out.
Yeet.